Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. And welcome to a Saturday stream. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever time it is, whatever day it is. I hope that the weekend is treating you well, and thanks for joining me here on another Saturday stream here on Bezos TV as we get ready to take the fight to the Amalgamation in some more modded XCOM 2. But glad to see you. Thanks for coming out today. Glad to see everybody showing up in the chat and y'all going ham already, as usual, before you've even seen my face. But again, hopefully the weekend's treating you well. I'm glad to see you guys. And let me tell you, it's been a little interesting this week. Yeah, troubleshooter. My eyes are definitely bigger. No, so for those of you that were not, so I guess I'll address this now. Yes, I am running a little bit of a different. I am running a little bit different today. So yes, to address those that are curious, I did in fact change my channel icon again.
Yeah?
I am constantly in the search for the perfect avatar icon, and I haven't found it yet. So I changed it again. Get used to that. One of these days I'm gonna find one, but it just right now, nah, I ain't got it. I haven't found it yet. But
Yeah?
yes, I am also in a different outfit today. So for those of you that are longtime watchers of the channel, you may remember this is my Signalis tribute outfit that I did for the spooky season last year. And I figured with Halloween just I mean, less than a week away at this point. I figured it is indeed Dynamo. It is a Signalis replica outfit, and I can't really. You can kind of see it here because I can't turn all the way, but you can kind of see there on the arm. I even have a replica insignia that I custom made for this. I put a lot of work into this model. I only used it for about 3 weeks last year, and I'm only going to use it for this stream this year. But I have said this before. Parasite Eve was my favorite game until Signalis came out, and Signalis is easily at the top of my favorite games list. Like, I won't go into it, but it's again, it holds a special place in my heart, and I absolutely love the game, and I love Rose Engine for creating the game, even though it's the only game they've ever made, and they may never make another game. They did an outstanding job. If you haven't played Signalis, please go play it. You deserve to give it to yourself, and, well, phrasing. You deserve to play the game at least one time. It is an outstanding psychological experience. It's a very deep game, especially if you get into it, and, you know, it's one of those games, it's kind of like Dark Souls, right? Like, if you just take the surface read and you just play through it, it's going to seem very disjointed and it's not going to make a whole lot of sense to you. But if you actually take the time to read item descriptions, to read the notes, to like interact with the characters that are optional and you know, really try to understand what's going on, it's a very deep, very complex world. And the story is also very, very complex as well, or at least significantly more complex than you would get from the trailers and from a casual playthrough of the game. So again, cannot recommend it highly enough. 10 out of 10 from me. I would recommend if you enjoy classic survival horror games, if you enjoy psychological games, if you enjoy stuff like the Cthulhu mythos, if you like stories that again address kind of the meaning of the self and things like that, which for those of you that have been around a while, you know, that's one of my big things. Like, I love stories that deal with like the state of being and what it means to be human and you know, that kind of stuff. So it is right up my alley. So yeah, again, for me, 10 of 10, perfect game. To be supplanted only possibly by Parasite Eve. Parasite Eve is also a 10 out of 10 for me. But Signalis beats it out for me. Again, phrasing. But yeah, so anyway, again, let me get back on topic because I wanted to address the icon. I wanted to address the outfit today, which again, this will just be kind of an Easter egg. It's just going to be a one-day thing. It's going to be a one-day thing. However, I also had some emotes in the pipeline for you guys, but as usual, Twitch is taking an inordinate amount of time to approve them. So, for whatever reason, like I submitted the emotes on Monday, they still haven't been approved. So I don't know what the hell's going on over at Twitch HQ. I don't know if they've even got anybody auditing this stuff anymore. Like you know how it is. You know how it is. Twitch is butt cheeks. We've already discussed this many times. But hopefully by next stream, you guys will get some more emotes. It's only two. It's only two. You guys know. I do all the emotes myself. I do all this stuff myself. So I will hopefully have them out to you next week. It's just some very basic stuff, but it's more to add to the lexicon. So hopefully you guys will enjoy those. And then again, I have to address kind of I guess the elephant in the room, which is because I had some people ask me about this last, or not last stream, but a couple streams ago. Yes, I did also change the background. The background is now, in fact, animated. And as with most of the things that you can see here in the office, it is a tribute. In this case, it's a tribute to one of my other favorite games. In this case, the game Valhalla, with the subtitle Cyberpunk Bartending Action. Again, another indie game that I love very much. If you haven't played that, highly recommend that one as well. I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10 because it's not really a game. It's more of an interactive novel than anything else. But it is a very good story. It is an outstanding story. Again, with more ruminations on the meaning of the self and, history and overcoming trauma and a whole lot of other things. So again, it's content that's right up my alley. EW says, I promise you one thing and one thing only. I don't know shit. Well, I mean, that's kind of, at the risk of getting into a philosophical discussion, I think none of us know shit. We don't know shit. I don't know shit about shit. I just work here and I don't even do that. I'm playing games when I should be working. So, we're all a bunch of idiots here. But that's okay. I wouldn't have it any other way. Because when you start getting smart people in the equation and they're like, oh yeah, I know things and I have knowledge and I got my book smarts and all that book learning and they'll get fuck all that. Look, I'm from Texas. We don't do book smarts here, okay? Okay? I don't know shit about shit. That's all you need to know about me. That's all you need to know. And again, to address the thing that I was talking about. So you guys may have noticed stability today a little bit better. I hope. I mean, it looks better to me. I hope that you guys have been seeing better stability on your end as well. Please let me know if that's not the case. But in terms of stability, I was finally able... No, don't worry, Ansi, trust me. It was, in fact, my fault. And I didn't realize it because there was an update to Streamlabs, and apparently, normally, Streamlabs doesn't mess with your settings, okay? And I know I'm kind of like, I'm giving you guys a peek behind the curtain. A lot of you have never used Streamlabs before. You don't know how streaming works. None of this is going to mean anything to you. But I still want to explain it for the people that do now, so that you guys can kind of understand what goes on behind the scenes. But I did figure it out. So normally, whenever Streamlabs does an update, it does not mess with your settings. However, the update, not this update that I dealt with most recently, but the update before that. So like, this is an update from like almost a month ago at this point that had gone through, had changed one setting, and I didn't check it. I didn't even realize that I needed to check it because none of my other settings had been messed with. So I just never thought to check. It's one of those settings that's buried very deeply in the menus And like I never even think about it. And then, you know, you get to that moment and the setting, for those of you that have ever dealt with Streamlabs or OBS or anything else, is fucking dynamic bitrate. And if you know anything about dynamic bitrate, it is ass. It is dog shit. It is the worst fucking setting of all time for streaming. I fucking hate it. And I'll explain why here in a second. But, like, dynamic bitrate is bullshit. It's a stupid fucking setting. And look, this might be a little bit of a hot take, all right? And I apologize to anybody if you get offended by this. But two things. If I'm trying to think how to phrase this to be nice. If you are using dynamic bitrate because you need to, and not just because it was turned on and you don't know better. If you are using dynamic bitrate as a necessity, you should not be streaming. Period. The end. Full stop. I will hear no arguments to the contrary. Because if you are using dynamic bitrate because you can't handle streaming at a consistent bitrate, then that means one of a few different things. It either means your machine is not strong enough for you to be streaming, in which case you shouldn't be streaming. It means your internet connection is not strong enough for you to be streaming, in which case you should not be streaming. And in that vein, it's not a, like, get the fuck out of streaming new. It's more of a, like, you guys know me. Like, I take the experience very seriously. I always want the experience for you guys to be as good as I can possibly make it. That's why I get so bent out of shape whenever we have technical difficulties, especially when I can't figure out why. Because, like, it's one of those things where it's like, you as the entertainer have a responsibility to always be trying to put your audience first. And I mean, obviously don't put the audience over yourself. But if you're going to be out here and you're going to be streaming yourself to the world and expecting people to come and watch you, then I would argue that the bare minimum that you could do, is make sure that the experience is as pleasant as you can possibly provide for the people that actually show up to watch your content. So, like, that's my whole rant about, like, if you're using dynamic bitrate on purpose, just don't stream. Because there are clearly bigger issues going on with your machine or your connection if you need dynamic bitrate. Now, again, we're on a tangent. Just get used to it, chat. You guys know how I get. I'm on a fucking rule. It's soapbox time, motherfuckers. So here we go. So for those of you that don't know what dynamic bitrate is, bitrate refers to the upload-download speed for your connection to the servers as you stream, whether that be to the YouTube server or the Twitch server or whatever service you're streaming to. Bitrate just refers to the stability and the speed of the connection that you have to the streaming service that you're streaming to, okay? Higher bitrate is good in most cases because higher bitrate means you can stream at a higher frame rate, you can stream at a higher resolution. Now, depending on your hardware, you may not be able to stream at a super high bitrate. So, in those instances, what you're typically expected to do is to instead focus on a consistent bitrate. If you cannot supply a high bitrate, that is, if you can't stream at 4K 60 FPS consistently, that's okay. What you do instead is you focus on providing a consistent bitrate. A consistent viewing experience for your audience, or at least that should be the priority in my opinion. Again, I'm just one fucking knuckle-dragging idiot out here on the internet. I don't know shit. We already talked about that. But in my opinion, stable bitrate is more important than high bitrate. So the problem that you run into with dynamic bitrate, so what dynamic bitrate does is it allows Streamlabs to look at your connection and look at your bitrate, and whenever it notices, like, if it's going to try to give you the highest bitrate that it can possibly give you. But that's flawed for a couple of reasons that I'll get into. With dynamic bitrate, it's going to try to give you the highest bitrate that it can, and then if it notices that you're struggling to keep up, it will dynamically throttle the bitrate back down to a lower bitrate. Now, there's two problems with the way that Streamlabs and OBS handle that. The first being that whenever it throttles it, it doesn't just back the bitrate down a little bit, it completely throttles the bitrate. And more importantly, for some stupid reason that I will never fucking understand, they have programmed dynamic bitrate so that whenever it detects a drop in the bitrate, it immediately throttles the connection, but it also registers its own reduction of bitrate as a bitrate reduction. So if you're following the logic here, let's say you're streaming at 6,000 bitrate, 6,000 kbs. Then your bitrate starts to come down a little bit, and dynamic bitrate is going to say, oh no, your connection is starting to falter. It's going to yank the brake, it's going to yank the e-brake on your connection, which then drops your bitrate down to almost nothing. Then it's going to try to pick back up again, but now your bitrate is fluctuating again, and it's going to say, oh no, your connection is unstable. It doesn't recognize that the connection is unstable because it just yanked the brakes. But it says, oh no, your connection is unstable, and yanks the brake again. And then it tries to bring your bitrate back up, and then it notices, oh no, your bitrate's not stable, and it yanks the brake again. So like once you hit that point where dynamic bitrate kicks in, it usually leads to this perpetual, like this never-ending unstable connection because dynamic bitrate is constantly registering its own changes to bitrate as part of the problem. So it literally treats it is the immune system eating itself. It is essentially what it is. And so that is why we've had so much issues with stability, because essentially, for whatever reason, one of the updates to Streamlabs like 3 or 4 weeks ago must have done something to dynamic bitrate, and it turned that setting back on because it's on by default. And so it turned that setting back on for some stupid ass reason, and I never even thought to check it. Because that was one of the very first things that I turned off when I was first setting up the stream and I was like trying to learn about how to do bit rates and stuff like that, and everybody was like, turn off dynamic bitrate. And then the more I learned about it, I was just like, okay, I understand that. And yet, no, I mean, that's, Urs, you're not wrong. And that's me. I am saying right here, right now, dynamic bitrate is AIDS. And I'm not saying that as a, oh, it's bad kind of thing. I mean, it's a, oh, it literally functions like AIDS. Like, dynamic bitrate is the digital equivalent of the disease, autoimmune deficiency syndrome, or AIDS. So, like, that's not me just, like, with a hot take out here using a word in an inappropriate context. Like, the way dynamic bitrate functions is basically the same way that AIDS functions. Yeah, exactly, EW. And that's the thing. Like, that's why I say, you know, if you ever decide to stream, and for those of you that are out there that may also be streamers, like, you may already know, you may subscribe to the same philosophy, which is, you know, try to get the best bit rate that you can, but then once you've gotten to your maximum, at that point, you want to make sure that you prioritize a stable bit rate. A stable and consistent viewing experience for the people that, again, are going to spend some of their limited time on this planet with you watching your stream. You know, running, like EW says, if you're running your stuff at, you know, fucking 4K and running it at 120 frames, but the stream is only loading 1 frame every 30 seconds, then that's not a good experience for anybody except for you. Dynamic bitrate literally went up Freddie Mercury's thing and killed him. I wasn't gonna go that far. I think that's a little too far. That's why I just record videos for YouTube. I live in rural Canada. Yeah, I mean, living in Canada, I can understand. So, it's weird too because like I know there's a lot of viewers from Canada, but at the same time, like in my experience, Canada has some of the worst fucking internet infrastructure. Out of pretty much all the westernized developed nations, um they have absolutely terrible internet infrastructure. Um But anyway, that's my rant about dynamic bitrate. And again, I don't know why it got switched on. I'm not entirely sure what the hell Streamlabs was thinking, but it should be fixed now. And at least as far as I'm concerned, like because you guys know, I already have like performance monitors up and everything during every stream, so I can make sure that my computer's not going to burst into flames, so that I can make sure that sound is working, so that I can make sure that Streamlabs is working. And I haven't seen any dropped frames. I haven't seen any skipped frames or lagged frames. Like, everything looks good. Now, that doesn't mean that we won't have any issues because, of course, we're still dealing with Twitch. We're still dealing with Jeff Bezos. So we could still have some issues. But hopefully we will have significantly less issues, at least on my end, now that we have fixed that one fucking problem. So, speaking of solving problems, chat, we got a big fucking problem today, and that problem is motherfucking Ayla Mouse in my goddamn backyard. And last I checked, we haven't fixed that. So, let's say we get back to the Avenger, chat. Let's say we get back to the Avenger and see what we can do to fix that. Shall we? Oops. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Here I am in the corner of your screen. Once again. Yeah? And, yeah. So here's oh my good Lord Jesus. And Rogue Handle. Rogue Handle, first of all, as a tier 3 subscriber, I have to thank you. But Rogue Handle coming in with 10,000 Bezos bucks. No message, just 10,000 Bezos bucks. Thank you, Rogue Handle, for the insane generosity. Chat, give Rogue Handle some ectos in the chat. Not only for the 10,000 Bezos bucks, but for that tier 3 sub as well. Thank you, Rogue Handle. Again, you do not have to do that, but I appreciate it. Again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Just have fun. I try. I mean, I don't always succeed, but I try. I try to have fun. But yeah, so chat, for those of you that were not here last time, or maybe if you don't remember, I always try to do a little recap. We had to defend the Avenger last time around, because the Assassin Chosen has finally reached the maximum level of information on us and was able to attack the Avenger. It's a multi-squad mission, and sadly, we lost two of our brave fighters in the fighting. Unfortunately, Crew Card and War Rocket Ajax both got put on the wall, but we successfully defended the Avenger. We survived to continue to fight another day, so we thank them for their sacrifice. We'll definitely pour one out for them, but it was a rough go of it last time around. It was a rough go of it. We're gonna try to do better this time. We're gonna try. I promise nothing, as always. I do occasionally have performance anxiety when it comes to tactical and strategic matters, but by God, we're gonna try. We're gonna try. Should be getting better soon-ish. SpaceX managed to land one of their larger rockets reusable on the launch platform. I remember everybody freaking out about that. I mean, it's a big deal. It's, hey, here's the first proof, like, it's the proof of concept of, like, not just reusable crew vehicles, but reusable launch platforms as well. So, it's good. It's good. Hopefully we can get more of that. And hopefully Elon keeps his grubby scumbag mitts as far away from SpaceX as possible. But anyway, let us, chat. See, so here's the thing. While we did lose 2 troopers last stream, as much as I would like to hire some replacements, we can't even do that because we're running very low on supplies. So, the issue that I have, or that we are going to have, is we spent pretty much all of our resources on the Avenger mission because we only had enough equipment for 1 squad, and we had to spend a bunch of resources on getting 2 squads viable for combat, and as a direct result of that, we're now on the 2nd of August, which means we have to go an entire month with basically 0 supplies. So we are going to be scrounging. It's going to be a ramen month on, it's going to be a ramen month on the Avenger. So just keep that in mind. We're going to be running very lean. Now, one thing I did want to do, we'll head over to the Geoscape. One thing that I did want to do is, before we continue our search for intel, I want to hit up the black market. Yes, I'm aware. Thank you, XCOM. But I do want to check out the black market because we might be able to sell some resources in order to get just some operating supplies, because that's the main thing that we need right now, is just some supplies so that we can continue to have an XCOM operation here. So I'm gonna, let me see. I mean, we got a PCS for adrenaline. I would love to keep that and give it to one of our psychic people. But man, they're worth a lot of supplies. Man. Time to find some feral hogs and shoot them for meat rations. Yeah. We got a lot of vipers, and we're not really using the corpses for anything, so I'm gonna sell some of those. We have certainly not been seeing a shortage of snakes recently. Let me see. Crystallized meld, I mean, we'll sell just a little bit of alloys and Illyrium crystals. I almost want to sell the mag cannon, but that's probably not a great idea. We could sell some chrysalid corpses. Again, we're not really using them for anything at the moment. We got 2 mech wrecks, or we got 4 mech wrecks now. So for those of you that are mech troopers out there, we might finally be able to get you some decent armor. Advanced Outrider frame. I don't know what this is, but I kind of want to sell it. Chat, what's an Outrider frame? I don't know what that is. I mean, obviously it's a weapon upgrade, but for what type of weapon, though, is my question. Yeah, EW, it's probably best not to think about what they want what they're gonna do with those snake corpses. It's better not to ask those kind of questions. No, like, I know what it is, chat. What I'm saying is, like, what type of weapon does it go to? Because it doesn't go to the normal weapons. Like, this is not a mod for, like, the rifles or the shotguns or anything else. So my question is, what is this a mod for? That's what I want to know. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. 124 supplies is not great, but that may be enough to just keep us in business for another month.
That it would take a machine for you to truly
let me see.
understand the Elder's ways.
Maybe,
Shows
is
the
it
depth of your inexperience.
Is it for the mech trooper weapons? Could that be what it is, I wonder? I mean, look at this barracks, chat. Look at this barracks. We got all these people that are wounded, tired, on covert actions. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people that are currently combat ready, and 2 of them, well, 1 of them is part of our normal squad that we send out on covert operations. So it is fucking rough at the moment. Let's see if it goes to be... Let's see if it goes to the big guns. No, it doesn't. Alright, so maybe it's flamethrowers? Who's got a flamethrower? Jotunbane's got a flamethrower. Ah, okay, there it is. It's for flamethrowers. Well, since we lost our upgraded flamethrower, I guess now would be a good time to maybe upgrade one that we have. So let's see, who's currently got our upgraded flamethrower? There it is. Alright, let's stick that puppy on there. Oh, and just so nobody thinks that I forgot. I did. I mean, he's not standing up, so you can't really see it. But I did change crappy sniper shotgun to a sniper rifle, as previously discussed. As you can clearly see. Yes, it's still a shotgun. Yes, it still functions as a shotgun. But there's your Easter egg. Alright, chat. Next thing we gotta do, and I told myself I was gonna do this before, but then we didn't do it. Who was it? I don't remember now. Was it... Who had the psychic powers, chat? Was it Dark Sarah? I'm pretty sure it was Dark Sarah. Yeah, Dark Sarah has psionics. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use one of these. So we got two different abilities here, but it also gives us some bonuses to will and psi offense. Yeah, I'm month in sickbay for almost everyone. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But let's see. So we got this one. Battle Meditation. Hunkered down increases your psi offense by 15 and your will by 15 for 2 turns. So in a situation where, like last time, this might actually be really good for Dark Sarah specifically, because if you guys remember from the Avenger mission, part of the issue was that Dark Sarah's will was really low, but also that we weren't able to, like, use the abilities, but we were also not close enough to use the flamethrower. So giving Dark Sarah the ability to hunker down is just natural anyway, but giving them the ability to increase their will and offense just by hunkering down, like on turns when they can't do anything, we're gonna hunker down anyway. So us getting a benefit from that could then increase our psychic ability next turn could be good. Could be good. Let's see, what do we got on the other one? Each time you score a kill, you gain 1 shield. Each time you gain you can activate it up to 5 times per mission. Does not activate when killing lost. I mean, that's not bad. But I think Battle Meditation is definitely gonna be good for Dark Sarah. So let's go ahead and get that installed. And hopefully that will increase their ability to be effective with psychic powers. So with all that out of the way, man. Alright, chat. We got the Psi Lab is available. We could potentially put another person in for psychic powers. However, our research is currently not doing great because our scientists are all tied up. Also, the infirmary doesn't have a scientist, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the scientist out of the lab here, and we're gonna put a scientist in the infirmary because we desperately need a scientist to speed up those recovery times. So if we go back in here, yeah, okay, that's much better. I mean, for most. Yeah, we need some more nerds. That's definitely an issue currently. All right, chat, back to the geoscape. You know what time it is. It's time to make it hot. So let's continue to try to get our hands on this intel, and then we'll see what's gonna pop up next. Now, at the moment, our main objective is to try to progress enough because there is a mod in the pack that ties the ability to take out the Chosen to game progression. So we need to progress enough in the storyline that we can get to the, stage 3 and start taking out the Chosen.
It is of no concern. Alien facility coordinates locked in, Commander.
Okay, where is this facility? Well, that facility is down in South America, so we're not going to be getting to that one anytime soon. And as you can see, we're almost halfway there on the Avatar project, so even with the increased time limit, it is starting to catch up with us. And yeah, Templar headquarters does have healing. The only problem is we need intel, because we always need intel, and then we need supplies and other stuff. So like, as much as I would love to just go sit at Templar HQ and heal, like, we need to be spending that time gathering resources as much as we can. Oh, hey, there we go. So I have finally finished my genetic modification. I'm just gonna say don't show me that again. But yeah, we went with adaptive bone marrow. Wound recovery time is reduced by 66%, and soldier regenerates HP every turn. That's just an outstanding ability. So with that done, we could potentially throw someone else in. Chet? Do you want to throw somebody else in for genetic tampering? I mean, upgrades? Yeah, main objective is to not die. I mean, technically, the objective is always to not die. But in terms of our long-term goals, it's to progress the story enough that we can take out the Chosen. So you can see here all of the folks that are currently available for genetic upgrades. The Nosy says they're up for it. Alright. So, I mean, we still have all the same stuff. The only problem is, keep in mind, almost all of these upgrades not only require supplies, but also require corpses and things like that. So, unless we're gonna go with a cheap one, like, I'd be willing to give up 25 supplies, but for the more expensive upgrades, I'm not sure we're in a good position to do that right now. So, I'll keep that in mind, Thanosi, but for right now, I think we need to save what we got. I apologize. We kind of need to save the supplies that we have. Alright, all of our scientists are currently tied up. We got one more day on that last section. We'll get some more supplies from that. And there we go. That's the last section of ship opened up for us. I don't know that there's not really any other facilities that we need to build. We did get some supplies from it, though. And then that's going to... yeah. We have an unstaffed engineer. So, I think... Do we maybe upgrade the power relays? Because we're running low on power, but we're also kind of balanced on the power at the moment, where we don't really need any power currently. Allowing additional scientists to be staffed here for 75 supplies. How much is the power relay upgrade again? I don't remember. The Illyrium conduit, oof. That's a big oof. That's a big oof, chat. But it does give us 6 more power. I mean, we just got more supplies. No, we got higher priorities. I'm just gonna leave the engineer for now because we don't really have anywhere to put him. Things that we need to do right away. View soldiers. We need to hire a couple of replacement recruits for the folks that we lost. So let's see what we got available. We got pretty low will across the board. I want somebody with decent mobility and preferably good will. So like, Ryan Mooney has 53 will and 12 mobility. Miri Ferris has 41 will. I mean, God, the wills are so fucking low. I think Ryan Mooney's a must-buy. S25 supplies down the toilet. And then our new pickup. Good lord, look at those mutton chaps. Look at those muttons, Chad. Holy crap. But he's got 11 mobility and 48 will. He's trading off for a little bit of extra health, a little bit of evasion and defense, and better aim than most of the rest of these guys. I mean, I'm not intentionally trying to recruit a bunch of Americans, but... honestly, I know this person, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Fatomata, I guess? Is that... I don't really know. Anyway, this person has 50 will, 72 aim. And they've got 2 evasion base, but only 10 mobility. That's not a bad combination of skills, honestly. Yeah, the man is styling like it's 1869. Look at those muttons. Sorry, Chad, I'm thinking. Nah, fuck it. We're going with the chaps. We're going with the chaps. Alright, there we go, Chad. We got 2 more folks that we've now brought on. 2 brand new rookies. Keep in mind, we already brought on Travis as a rookie last time around. Because we were bringing somebody else. But let me see who's next on the list, because we got 2 more. We got plenty of names, but let's see. Look at this man styling with his sunglasses. But unfortunately, as you guys know, that's not allowed. That is not allowed. He's out of uniform. But let me have a look. Let me see let me look at our list here. Look at our list. We've got, oh shit. Chad. It's time. It is time. The man himself, Mr. Soul Shitter Fuck Murder, General Quarters, was the next name on the list. And this appearance is largely dictated by him. This was not my idea. This was mostly his idea. So there you go. Soul Shitter has finally joined the battle. And then let's see, who do we have for our next one? Oh, well, there we go. There's a name. I feel like I've seen them in chat today, but maybe not. Maybe it was last time around. It's another person who has already given me some information about their appearance and information, and that is Track Tension. Track Tension. So there we go. That's bringing in Track Tension and General Quarters. They have joined the battle. So there we go. Do we have General Quarters or Track Tension in the chat currently? Because if not, then you guys may be deciding for them. You guys may be deciding for them. Oh, never mind. We can't train right now anyway, because Travis is currently undergoing training. But there we go. We got some rookies, chat. We got some rookies. Back to the Geoscape. Back to the Geoscape. Let us continue on the ominous glow.
We are victorious, and the cause is advanced.
Alright, there we go. Combat intelligence for Kolowski has been increased. We can assign a new covert action. Sadly, we do not have the ability to go after the Chosen yet. I was hoping that would have popped up, but we'll have to take what we can. So we got, oh shit. Alien loot. Yeah, that could be anything though. Let's see, expose weakness for the Warlock. That could be good. But we don't have either of the requirements as far as soldiers are concerned. We could recruit more nerds. We were talking about how we need more nerds, chat. I mean, more research means faster research. Or more scientists means faster research. Let's do it. Let's send our people out. And, can we spare 10 crystals? Yeah, we got 100. I'll spend 10 crystals to keep them from being wounded. Yeah, nerds for the nerd herd. And Reploid roll into the chat on a Saturday. Good to see you, Reploid. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well. The alien slaying is relatively slow at the moment because we haven't actually started an operation yet. You know how it goes. We usually spend about an hour just trying to get to the first mission. Yeah? But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And Elijah Snow resubscribing for 10 months says, well, it appears so. To what I assume is Yas now saying, oh, did I arrive just in time for some action? Nah, not quite yet. Well, I mean, I say that, and here we are. Review target. So chat, we got some guerrilla ops. We got some guerrilla ops. And thanks to the Shadow Chamber, we actually have some idea of what we're dealing with out here on the field. So, we have in East Asia Operation Mendacious Night. Chat, what does mendacious mean? I mean, I got a pretty substantial vocabulary, but I have never heard the word mendacious. Somebody Google that. What? I gotta Google that. I apologize, chat. The music's gotta cut out, but I gotta know. What the hell does mendacious mean? Mendacious. Not telling the truth. Lying. Well, there you have it, chat. How about that? Alright, so for that, we get an engineer and we counter a dark event that we can't currently see. We don't know what the dark event is. And we're going to be neutralizing a commander. We've also got the Eastern US. Let's see. Gets rid of barrier, which doubles psionic defenses. Gives us a bunch of supplies. Operation Leonine Tongue. Man. Again, these op names. And we're sabotaging a transmitter. And then we get the Western US, which is very difficult. Hack a workstation. Operation Artificial Fist. For 93 intel. And that counters Dark Tower, which will cause us to suffer greater will losses in combat, which I don't know how I feel about that. So, chat, you know the drill. I'm gonna leave it to you guys to decide. So, give me just a second. I'm gonna put up a poll. I'm gonna let you guys decide. It's gonna be a quick poll, though. We're only gonna do this for 2 minutes, so get ready. And I'm gonna put it up here. I'm gonna do East Asia. We got Eastern US. And the other one is Western US. So, you got 2 minutes, and I'll go over them again one more time. But if you have not seen it, double check the poll, refresh your stream, it should be up there. So East Asia, we've got very difficult neutralized commander for an engineer. East US, we have sabotage transmitter difficult for supplies. And Western US, we have hacker workstation very difficult for 93 intel. And again, we're countering with Western US, we are countering will losses in combat. And for Eastern US, we are countering psionic defenses. East Asia, we're also countering a dark event, but we don't know what it is. Do we have the soldiers for East Asia? I mean, it's only 10 enemies. It says it's very difficult. But we can look at the enemies here. We got a grenadier, a drone, mutons. Oh, they got archons. The elite general is going to be the commander that we're there to assassinate. Here we got a sectoid commander, some priests, some codexes, and an elite priest. And then in Western US, we got mutons, troopers, shield bearers, a mech, only one for some strange reason, some codexes, some vipers. So it's a weird mix across the board. Eastern will have a chosen. It's possible. High levels of psionic enemies. Let's see, low profile. Oh, oof. I just saw East Asia is low profile. Only soldiers of sergeant or lower are allowed to go on this mission. I wasn't even looking at the sit reps. Oof. That's a oof. And Han Cholo rolling into the chat on a Saturday. Good to see you. Glad to have you. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well as we roll on to the end of October here. And let's see. Chat says Eastern US for Operation Leonine Tongue, where we're going to sabotage a transmitter for 187 supplies, counter the enemy psionic defenses, and of course, energy signature at the mission site suggests high levels of psionic enemies. So, like Oxford was saying, it's possible we could run into the Chosen here, given the psychic stuff going on and the fact that it's a low number of enemies, but I mean, it wouldn't be the first time we fought the Chosen. Do we have enough sergeants or better? No, EW, the other way around. With low profile, it's not sergeants and up, it's sergeants and below. Now, we do technically have some more rookies that we just hired, but at this point in the game, you don't really want to send your rookies out on missions. But, again, chat has spoken, and they have decided that we're going to the Eastern US. So,
setting course for
let's do it,
10,
chat.
Eastern United States.
Let's do it. We're gonna head to the Eastern US. We're probably gonna fight a Chosen.
Unusual amount of psionic energy permeating this entire area.
Alright, let me make
I
sure...
would expect we will find various psionically adept aliens deployed.
Make
in the field.
sure that we've got everything taken care of here. Alright. Thankfully, I don't have to swap out the weapons on the mech troopers. But... it might be time. It might be time, chat. We have the supplies, we have the wrecks, we have the alloys. I think it's time. But, because he already requested it, yes, I know, it's a little bit of favoritism. Oh, well, I was gonna put Erst on this one, because he wanted to take it out, but he's still got 46 hours. So, unfortunately, Erst, it looks like EW is gonna be the man to take the upgraded armor for a spin. Look at that. He's looking beefy. He's looking beefy now. Alright, let's see. What squad, besides the mech trooper, what squad are we gonna put together for that? Is that enough to make two so both of us can deploy? That's true, but I want to save the resources for now. If it comes to the point where I feel like we either have excess resources that we don't need to save, like I always want to try to save resources as much as I can. But I may consider it. I mean, I guess I have to go on a mission. I haven't gone on a mission in a long fucking time. So I'll put myself in on this one. Let's see. Mag cannon, sure, why not? Let's do it. Let me see. Who else do we have? I mean, since No Carrion is in the chat for the first time in a long time, We're gonna need a medic anyway, so let's put in no carrying. Actually, I'm just now realizing all of our people still have equipment. So I know this is gonna take a second. I apologize in advance, chat. But the issue that we run into is every time I use the button to strip the equipment off of people, it ends up resetting their whole fucking inventory, and I don't like that. So I'm not gonna do that, chat. And I apologize, because again, that's gonna make this take a little longer than it should. But them's the breaks. That's just how it goes. It's a matter of convenience for myself. I'll let Elijah hang on to the blade, because he's not currently... Like, he's the only one that's currently using a blade, so... It's not a big deal to let him hang on to it. Let's see... Yeah, we're definitely not taking a Reaper. Let's do that. Yeah, Erst is having a bad time. Erst has been having a bad time. And I think that's good. I mean, Kolowski's ready to go. Maybe we just stick him right back in there. Anyone else have a stream lag just now? Yeah, I mean, again, we are still gonna see the usual hiccups with Twitch. Boss looking very Signalis inspired at the moment. Well, yes, now that is not... Your eyes do not deceive you. This is a Signalis outfit. I know you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, but I did. Like, this is an outfit that I put together for October last year, and since this is the last week of October, and I know you guys may not celebrate Halloween over in Germany, but here in the US, it's a pretty big deal, and I enjoy it. So I figured I'd put my Halloween costume on for at least one stream this year. But you know what? Let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and put Kolowski in. Why not? I mean, our list of people that are actually ready to fight is pretty limited by default. So our man with the rocket launcher, I don't think he was normally doing a rocket launcher. What was Kolowski doing previously? Soldier abilities, you were basically just focusing down on that shotgun. Yeah. What else can we put on? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, a gauntlet would be good, but travel light is usually pretty good as well. Where's all of our gat-dang med kits? That's what I want to know. Like, I'm not... We had like 4 frickin' med kits, and now suddenly we have 0. And I'm very concerned, because I'm not... I mean, you see this, chat? I'm not seeing the med kits equipped on any fucking body. Where did they all go? I'm very confused. Very, very confused. Also, since we're here, Dark Sarah, sorry. Gotta take your stuff too. You're gonna be sitting this one out anyway. Where are my goddamn med... Okay, there we go. I was about to say. Always more med kits. And then... Put on our Predator armor. Travel light. What do I want to give you? I mean, more medkit. More medkit, mo better. No carrying. You're going to get an armor upgrade as well. And we're going to give you the advanced flamethrower. Keep you with the blast canister. You already got a grenade, so have a... Chad, do we need to skulljack anybody right now? Oh, the example phrase for mendacious on Google was mendacious propaganda. That's just a stacked synonym. It is indeed. It is indeed. Do we need to skulljack anybody, chat? I think once we do it, like, the next thing we have to do is skulljack a codex, if I remember right. but there's no codexes on this mission. So, more medkit. More medkit, mo better. We gotta put in 2 more soldiers. So who do we got? We got Tribal Typhoon. I mean, I know I said we really shouldn't be taking rookies, but we don't have a lot of options. I mean, fuck it. We can take Tribal Typhoon. Give you the big armor. You got a grenade. Might as well give you some additional aim. And then, what do we got? Yeah, again, our options are pretty limited. And I'd like to bring Jotun on this as well because he's got experience. The only problem is, we just took the upgraded flamethrower off of him to give it to Nokarian. So I think instead we'll bring in Serini. Serini has not been on very many missions. We got a lot of magnetic rifles. We got, advanced scope and repeater. Hair trigger. I want laser. I mean, do we have one with a stock? We really don't. Tell you what, let's do this. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. And then, can I potentially upgrade your equipment? Do we have any more upgrades? Grants an ammo slot. Well, that's not great. Okay, I'm just, you know what? Let's remove that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull a different weapon. That's what I'm gonna do. This is laser sight and expanded magazine. Hair trigger. Reaction fire deals 1 additional damage. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The improvised is way better. It's just better. I'm gonna go with the improvised. Fuck it. I'll put the thing on later. Alright. And the Helix cannon's already upgraded, so we're good on that. I think, chat, I think we are good. Maybe not. Hold up. Since I took that off, we don't have any more ammo. So, I'm gonna spend just a little bit. Just a little bit. And we're gonna take blue screen rounds. Oh shit, that's way more expensive than I thought. Okay, Chad, listen. I know it's an expensive buy, but we don't have anybody on this team that can hack. Then again, it doesn't matter because we already know we already know that there's not any mechs or robots on this mission, so it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, that upgrade is kind of pointless, but it's fine. It'll be alright, chat. You know what time it is. Let's make it hot.
Sky Ranger,
We're in the pipe. 5x5.
Alright, here we go. Let's begin Operation Leonine Tongue. Gotta get more supplies in this mission. Yeah, like I said, it's because we're not actually dealing with any mechanical enemies on this mission. I would buy the blue screen rounds if we knew we were going up against like a mech or a sectopod or drones or anything like that. Since we know we're not dealing with mechanical enemies, there's no reason to even take the blue screen rounds.
We can take it down quickly. Advance operations across this entire region will be in disarray.
Alright, chat, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Advent has constructed a psionic transmitter in this area, tied directly into their primary network. Our intel suggests destroying it while it's still connected will severely damage their linked systems.
Alright,
Plant the
so
explosives before they have
Central.
a chance to pull the plug.
Central,
As I
thank
expected,
you.
The psionic
God.
readings we detected in this
Damn
area
it,
can be
Tygan.
attributed to a number of psionically powerful aliens near our position. I would urge caution, Commander.
Are y'all fucking done? Jesus. Anyway. So we got a couple of priests over here by the objective. This is another one of those where we gotta destroy it. So we're gonna have to physically get here. We can't do anything remotely. We'll be able to destroy the relays to give ourselves more turns. The only problem is if we shoot, then we immediately go out of concealment. We've only got 4 turns. So once the timer starts ticking, we're not gonna have a whole lot of time. Previously they've been giving us like 6 turns, 8 turns. 4 turns is a pretty strict time limit. So I think, let's just, we're gonna have to move up. Might as well be bold.
Our readings indicate that relay is feeding energy directly
Nope.
into their network.
Fuck Alamaus,
If you can
correct.
destroy it, it
That
may
is the
disrupt
only
their efforts to
acceptable
isolate the
response.
transmitter.
That's only half cover, which is no good. That's only half cover. Remember, chat, half cover is no cover.
Location confirmed.
Then again, I don't think we're gonna have much of a choice on this one.
Location confirmed.
They were gonna have to put at least a few people on half cover. EW is not able to quite make it far enough.
Going in!
And then what else do we got? Not much. Not much in the way of good cover.
Roger that.
Please don't screw me, XCOM. Okay, XCOM did not screw me.
Come on, let's go. On y va.
Rogue Handle, I'm currently running the mod that keeps the timer from
Over here.
ticking down until we break concealment. So technically, as long as we play this smart, we can get closer without having to worry about the timer necessarily. But yeah, once we go loud, then we're gonna be on a very tight time limit. Got an invite back to a Discord server I left after the host went crazy paranoid while going on and off meds. I don't know if I'd go back to that Discord, but you do you, I guess. Like, I don't like this chat, like, because when you're in concealment and we're this far away from the objective, I don't like going up high, because going up high gives us a good vantage point, but the only problem is there's no cover up here, which means we could very easily be seen. And I don't know what's up here. So there could be like a turret, there could be enemies, like there could be a bunch of stuff that's gonna ruin our day. And I really want to avoid this group if we can. I think we're just gonna have to go for it, as much as I hate to do it. We're just gonna have to go for it and hope that XCOM doesn't screw us.
Go!
Okay. We did not get XCOM'd, which is good. It's very, very good. Right. So if we're not gonna get XCOM'd, let's go ahead and start moving our people up. Trying to figure out your accent, all I can think of is Southern US. Oh yeah, no, for sure. If everybody's already said it in chat, Jugiman, but I am Texas, born and bred. I don't necessarily have quite as bad a southern drawl as a lot of people do from this part of the world, but I am 100% Texas.
J'arrive.
All right. So far, so good. Let's get Nokarian up here to some cover. I don't know if our two guys bringing up the rear, that's what she said, will actually be able to get up here without getting seen. Will you? I mean, technically we can get up here, but we're not. Yeah, it's just no good. All right.
Yes.
Well, we're just gonna leapfrog it. We're just gonna leapfrog it. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Well, glad to hear it, Jugi man. Again, I'm not shy about where I'm from or who I am. I'm just a big dumb redneck, same as most people from Texas. I am reluctant to move forward because I don't know. Like, I could move forward and then we just basically run into a pod. So I think what I'm gonna do, we'll play it safe. Again, we can afford to Overwatch spam before the timer starts ticking down.
Covering.
Alright, so they are definitely moving in on us. And as we move forward, we're gonna have to remember that they're there.
Yes.
Because they might sneak up behind us. Alright, what do we get? So far, nothing. Which is good. I like nothing. And my mech warrior cred is... I'm ashamed for one of the rare times in my life. Real close to put the game on story mode. Mostly the mechs don't move full speed when you are, and I get hung out. I mean... Megas, at the end of the day, as long as you're having fun, like... Don't ever let anybody try to convince you that, like... You're not a real gamer, you're not, like, actually having... Like... The way that you finish the game and enjoy the game is the right way to play. Like, I absolutely hate discussions and arguments about, like, difficulty settings and stuff like that, because it's just stupid. Like, at the end of the day, you don't gotta prove anything to anybody. Whether you're playing on the easiest difficulty or the hardest difficulty. Like, as long as you finish the game and you have fun, that's all that matters. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yep, that's what I was afraid. Oh, God, really? 3? Chad. Do you see the shit that they're making me put up with? They put all 3 fucking codexes in a single pod. As if the codex wasn't enough of a pain in the ass to deal with on a good day. Like, nah, bro, let's make it all 3 of them in one spot. Holy shit. Alright, well, we're gonna have to think real careful about how we want to position ourselves for this fight, because this could be a patented freaking disaster. I hate to do it, but I think we're gonna have to, like, fall back here to the map edge and just duke it out with them at range and then hope we can take them out before these guys catch up. God, what a shit show. That's terrible. Alright. Let's move our back guys up. Let's move our stragglers up first. Or maybe not. Shit. God damn it, Chet. Like, that has just thrown a monkey in my wrench. I don't even know what to do about this. And I don't know if I can do anything about it.
We're out of time. Let's get this done.
I can't move up here. So maybe, like, I'm trying to also, the other thing that I'm trying to avoid is the inevitable 3 psionic bombs that they can potentially drop on me that's gonna screw my ability to do damage. I think I'm gonna take the chance with Kolowski and try to get him close, because that shotgun's gonna do damage up close. And then we will bring our mans up here as best we can. Let's put Sereni here. I mean, honestly, Vin, better no Alamals on planet Earth, but we're gonna have to work for the— oh my god. I just misclicked, chat. I might have done fucked up. I think they're definitely gonna walk up on us on the next turn. Looks like the codexes are moving away. Now, I don't know if the priests that were up here are still there. Like, what I would love to do, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it, but what I would love to do is get our people in this building, hopefully it's empty, and use this as a defensive position, and then get somebody down here to set off the charges. But again, I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. But if we were ever gonna try, it's the beginning of the turn. Now is the time to attempt it.
Confirmed.
Let's open the door. And is there anybody inside? Does not appear to be the case. Alright.
Closing on target position now.
So we get Kolowski in
Enemy
here.
squad located. Objective
Okay,
located.
there's the rest of our
That's
priests.
a confirmed visual on the transmitter. Plant the X4 charges before they can cut it off from the network.
Thanks, Dad. Alright, so that is all 9 of our enemies, as long as the Chosen doesn't show up, which is definitely a possibility. But as long as the Chosen doesn't show up, then we know where all 3 pods are. We got one pod down here that's probably about to walk up on us. We got this pod here that's probably gonna double back on us this direction. And then we got this pod, which I don't know what the hell they're gonna do, but they're probably gonna be the ones that get it first. So the next thing we want to do is try to take up as best a position as we can to prepare for the inevitable. We're about to get shot to shit. Like, that is a thing that is about to happen. I just want to make sure that we're in the best possible position when that moment comes. I don't think putting a guy with a flamethrower on the roof is going to be the best move. The Tribal Typhoon is standing out in the open, so we definitely need to get him somewhere else. Literally anywhere else. No carrying, you can get in here. I don't really like this setup, but we don't have a whole lot of options at the moment. And then yeah, I'm not gonna have the legs to get up there either, so as much as I fucking hate it, I'm gonna move no carrying. Actually, you know what? We could move here, which doesn't give us a lot of cover, but it's something.
Double time.
And then I think we need to be in a position to be ready for an ambush.
Moving out.
In case it comes to that. I always jinx at EW. Yeah, I did, Vin. I did indeed. I changed the profile pic. I changed my outfit today. I also, for those of you that weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I did also add 2 more emotes, but for whatever reason, as usual, Twitch is dragging ass about approving them, so you guys don't have access to them just yet. Finished a Black Ops 6 match, and the game wanted me to do a survey on how fun the match was. I
No arguments here.
that's where we are as a society now, Chad. That's
Good copy.
fucking getting surveys about match quality in a Call of Duty game. Like
Covering now.
we have officially peaked. That's it. That's human civilization done and dusted.
Finally.
I think we'll get Serini to the back here. Try to put him as far away from the guys that are going to be coming out of the woodwork as I can. EW is going to be in a rough position no matter what we do, so maybe I just put him on the roof. Put him on the roof to try to keep him from being seen. Maybe we can go one more turn before everything kicks off.
Move out.
Alright, let's see what happens. Go lurk while I prep for game night. Good luck bringing everyone home, boss. Dead or alive. Well, one way or another, Ben, but good luck with the game prep. Hopefully it goes well. Y'all already know. If you need to lurk, if you want to lurk, you're not required to interact. Just so long as you're here, as long as you're having a good time. Alright, so this was probably best case scenario. The Codex has moved away from us. This group did not jump up behind us. And the priests moved up here, which, not great. I was hoping to get an ambush on them. But this gives us another turn to maneuver, which was my primary objective. More than anything, I wanted the ability to get our people into the ideal position for an ambush. Which, uncharacteristically, the game appears to have provided. Alright, can you donkeys get in here? You can.
Copy that.
So let's get you inside. Is this Iron Man and saving is not possible? Jiggy Man, it's not Iron Man. I mean, I guess you could call it Bronze Man. Like, I'm not save scumming. But because I'm running a mod list of over 360 mods, I'm also not playing on Iron Man because if there are any crashes or bugs or anything like that, I don't want to... I don't want to potentially get locked into a save that I can't... that can't be redeemed.
On my way.
Overdrive, carpet bomb the codexes, and shoot the priest to shit with everyone else. We may do that. I mean, again, to me, the codexes are the biggest threat, and I want to get rid of them as quickly as I can.
Excellent.
But the priests are also pretty bad as well. They can do stasis, they can... Well, the short version is they can do a lot of really annoying shit.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Alright, we'll go ahead and put Kalowski on Overwatch. I'm gonna move EW up to here, and I hope he doesn't get seen. He did, in fact, get seen. Wonderful. Well, this was probably worst case scenario because everybody's basically at the end of their turn.
Weak hit.
Son of a bitch. Well, guess there ain't much of a point to clean living. Let's see. Give me the magic pixel. Magic pixel. Give me the magic pixel. Give me the magic pixel. That right there. Okay. This will hopefully force the codexes to move, which is my objective. We could also overdrive. We could also overdrive. The only problem is, even with overdrive, if we fire a rocket or a grenade, I think that ends the turn. Even with overdrive. I could be wrong. Fuck it, let's try it anyway. Give me the overdrive. If I use the rocket launcher, I'm not gonna be able to hit that. Unfortunately, there is no magic pixel for me to hit more than one priest. So I think what we do is we grenade the codexes to get rid of their cover. That will kind of force them to react in the next turn. So do they just clone as soon as they take damage now, or what? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This asshole. I mean, Chet, I could just drop another grenade on him and kill these two. It feels like a waste of a grenade, but we still got 2 rockets as well. If I can take 2 codexes off the field first turn... I mean, the grenades are not super powerful anyway. Did you remember me? Of course, Cody. You're currently the last name on the list, but I didn't forget about you. I told you I wouldn't. Fuck it, let's do it. Two dead codexes is a good trade as far as I'm concerned. I mean, we're still kind of in a bad position regardless. Ah, fuck. They got the flank on my mans. Oh, okay, great. So the psionic bomb now apparently goes through multiple floors. That's good to know.
Hostiles got me flanked!
Good God. 3 codexes, though? 3 codexes at the same time, though? Oh, no. And that's the disadvantage to mech troopers, boys and girls.
We put our soldiers through a lot. They'll need time to deal with these issues when we get back.
Well, this operation's going from bad to worse in a real fucking hurry. I would love it if you would cut that shit out. Okay. We are running real fucking short on options all of a sudden. Let's open this door. Because I need to know where the butthole mind-controlling EW, or yeah. I mean, I could potentially get right up on this dude and drop some buckshot right on his head, but I can't guarantee the kill if we do that. Shit. I mean, I think we gotta try, at least. I really don't like the positioning, though. That's the other thing. I guess this is just, again, bad to worse situation.
I'm going.
Oh, lovely.
Under fire.
Okay, if you would please, give me the biggest crit. Give me a one-shot kill, Kalowski. I know you can, but please, yeah, please. I mean, that's pretty fucking close. That's about as close as I could ask for. And Sierra rolling into the chat on a Saturday, gifting 5 subs before they've even said anything. I give Sierra for the 5 gifted subs, the massive generosity, and the massive chicken. And of course, welcome to the Saturday stream. Good to see ya. Hopefully you're doing better today. And thanks for joining us. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well. And if it isn't, then hopefully it'll be a little better now that you're here. Although our situation is a little bit rough. But good to see us here. Coming by shortly to drop these. Can't stay. Wanted to show some love for the support earlier in the week. Of course, Sierra. Anytime. And of course, you know, I always say it, whether you're here for 5 minutes or 5 hours, I appreciate every minute you spend with us. So thank you, Sierra, for the gifted subs and for dropping by. And Crew Card as well, resubscribing for a 10th month with a woot in chat. Good to see you, Crew Card. Thanks for dropping by as well. And woot right back at you. Unfortunately, Crew Card, I got some bad news for you, buddy. Sadly, you are no longer amongst the living. I'm trying to think of how, because we got 2 people that are fucking stasis. We got Serini way back here and flanked. I'm desperately running through my head the different ways that I could potentially salvage this. And I don't have a whole lot of ideas. Because it's basically Serini and Tribal. And I already know, here's my problem. EW has 2 fucking rockets. Yeah? I guarantee you they're gonna use one of them before I can break this mind control. No matter what I do, unless I kill this fucking priest right now, I don't think there's a way for me to stop them from using that rocket. I guarantee it. And Wrecked Carl resubscribing for a 5th month, saying howdy in the chat. Well, howdy to you too as well, Wrecked Carl. And thank you for the 5 months of extended support. As always, I appreciate you guys that come back over and over again. You know, a crew plaque. That's... Why you gotta put it like that, Arrakis? That's not cool, man. I mean, you're not wrong, but you could be a little more diplomatic about it. I mean, fuck. What I could do, and I don't want to do it, because Sereni's gonna be flanked and that's gonna be a disaster, but what I could do is we could potentially make a sacrifice play with Serini, hope that he survives the flank, because he has a rocket, he's got the gauntlet. So what we could do is we can get him up right here. I could even put him in full cover, but again, he's gonna be flanked by this fucking codex. So no matter what I do, he's gonna be flanked. But I can get Serini right here. And then we fire the rocket straight down here, try to clip this priest. He's only got 3 health. As long as we can hit him, we can kill him. And then that gives us EW back without him going on a rampage. Because he's got the upgraded armor and the upgraded weapon and 2 fucking rockets. He is going to make this mission more of a disaster if I don't get him unmind controlled. So as much as I don't like doing sacrifice plays, I don't know that we have a whole lot of other options. Because Tribal only has grenades, and he's not going to be able to noodle arm a grenade over here. We also can't shoot because of the fucking bomb, so he's basically going to have to just get out of the area of effect of the bomb and wait until next turn. That's his only option. So the only thing we can potentially do is Sereni. Yeah, the turn timer's looking bad too, but at the same time, I'll fail a mission as long as everybody comes home. I don't give a shit about that. Like, this is no longer about accomplishing the objective. This is about survival. Don't forget, we still have another pod over here that could be crawling up on us possibly next turn. In fact, I'd say it's highly likely. I kind of want to get right here behind the full cover, just so that he's not taking shots from this direction. The only problem with doing that is he may not have a shot with the rocket. God, I hate this. I hate being put in situations like this. Fuck it.
Yes.
Oh, eat my ass. Alright. Sereni, I need you to be able to get this rocket downtown. Okay, we got a magic pixel right here. Magic pixel. Is there a way that I can get all three of these douchebags? It doesn't look like it. I think I'm just gonna have to take what I can get on this one. I don't like it, but we ain't got a whole lot of options.
Like.
Are you fucking serious? Okay, thank you. I was about to say, if you going into stasis doesn't break that fucking mind control, I was about to be pissed. Alright, EW, you got all of your actions. Out fucking standing. And here's what I want you to do. I wish I knew where the area of effect for this psionic bomb was, but I don't. So what I'm gonna have to do instead is hope that this is good enough. Alright, we put you here. And we put this rocket right downtown and hopefully get rid of at least one of the flanks on Sereni.
3, 2, 1.
If I can reduce the amount of damage that he takes from 2 hits to 1 hit, I will take that. That is a victory in my book. I'll tell you what else we could do. Chat. There's one other thing that we could do. I'm afraid to do it though because of what might happen if we do. But what I'm thinking, we can move Typhoon here. He might be able to noodle arm that grenade. He might be able to noodle arm that grenade and take out this codex. The only reason that I'm afraid to do that is that may give this pod over here what they need to get up on us. And I don't... Like, we still haven't cleared out the pods that we're dealing with. I don't want to add to it. The other thing we could do is I could potentially come around the corner here, chuck a grenade on this codex, but really, we just need to reload. All things being equal, we just need to reload. The other two people are currently in a position where the stasis should protect them from the bomb. I'm just thinking, like, what's the best move? We could try to get up high. Try to get some elevation for next turn, maybe. But that puts us in a half cover situation, and that's dangerous. I don't like being in half cover. Gotta think. Nah, fuck it. Here's what we're gonna
On your
do.
order.
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move here. We're gonna check this grenade here and take out this codex. That's one more target off the board. I should reload, but I'm not going to. And then I'm hoping that we can turn this around next turn. That's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of. And there's the flank. I knew it was coming.
Who's ahead here?
I knew it was coming. Don't you fucking die on me, Serini.
Damn, that stinks.
Alright. I don't know what that was about, but I'll take it. Are you fucking kidding me? God, these priests are a pain in the ass. Just a giant pain in the ass. What? I don't even know what he did or who he did it to.
Advent has almost cut off the transmitter from their network. We're running out of time.
He did something? Oh, he's boosting the sectoid commander. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, I understand what's happening, Chad. I understand what's happening. Okay. First things first. EW, what can you do for me? See, the problem is, I can't... What I would love to do is kill this priest, because by killing this priest, it'll kill the commander. The only problem is, because of their bullshit stasis, I can't actually kill them in one turn. And Omega Forge rolling in on the chat on a Saturday. Good to see you, Omega. Glad to have you. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well. And hopefully you've been enjoying the clans playthrough that you guys been working on. But thanks for joining us. And just don't take any wounds. I mean, he did have the ablative armor, which is one of the perks. Serini, you are in a bad way, my friend. But you're still flanked, so no matter what, like, we gotta get you somewhere, but I need you to also be able to heal yourself. Alright, so how do we clear this out? That's the question. No carrion, you've got a flamethrower. That could be useful. And there's still the fucking objective. Chad. I'm having some ideas that I shouldn't be having right now. I'm having some ideas that I should not be fucking having right now.
Ready and waiting.
Alright, 84% chance, EW. I have faith. I think you can take this. I think you can hit this shot. Alright, that's another one down. That takes a little more pressure off of Serini, but he's still in a really bad position. Is anybody... I was hoping that somebody would be around this so I could chuck the grenade and potentially get them out. No carrion could... I hate to say it, Nocarian could get to the objective. He's gonna be hilariously exposed, but he could plant the objective. I mean, I don't think we're gonna get a better chance at this, as much as I hate to say it. So let's do it. XCOM? Okay, there we go. For whatever reason, it wasn't... Like, I was clicking the button, but it wasn't doing the thing. Like, we're just gonna have to take some hits. There's not... Like, yes, I understand that we've got overwatches in place, but... Like, we are on very limited options.
The aliens are still working to isolate the transmitter. Eliminate any remaining hostiles before they cut it off.
Okay, do I have the ability to hit anybody from here? Okay. I could potentially hit this dude with the flamethrower. That's gonna be 7 to 10 damage. With the blast canister, that's also 7 to 10 damage. I think we save the canister, and we see if we can just torch this man's. I'm hoping, man. Like, if I could magic pixel this, I was hoping that I could get the grenade up here, hit the guy, blow up this thing, and then make the other dude fall down, but that doesn't appear to be a thing that I can do. But, okay, activate to expel a stream of explosive compounds in a cone. Useful when targets are resistant to the chem thrower's damage type. Shit. I was hoping that this would actually damage terrain. Because if I can destroy this like big sign that he's standing on, we can drop him down. But either way, we've got the same damage range. I think in this case, fire is going to be the better option. Just because that'll give us some damage over time. So we only got a graze on that, but we did set him on fire. Now, Serini, you are in a bad fucking way, my dude. And there's not really any way for me to get you to full cover and also heal you at the same time. So, the only other option is someone else is gonna have to heal you. That's the only other option. Tribal, you're not in a terrible position, so I think now's gonna be the best time to reload. And then I think... Man, these hit chances are terrible. I mean, we got a 55% chance to hit this guy. It's a coin flip. But we're doing 9 to 12 damage. That could potentially put him in stasis. Or we could take the coin flip on the codex just to get them off the board. But of course, if we miss, then we've essentially wasted our opportunity to do that. You've actually got some shots on people. So who can you see? You can see that priest, you can see the sectoid commander. You can also see this doohickey, which is about to not mean anything. So maybe we reload and take the shot?
That's better.
Let me see. 72, 52. I mean, 72% chance. Again, priests, so they're gonna automatically stasis. You got noodle arms? You do not, in fact, have noodle arms. Chad, is this gonna completely destroy this? Like, I know we've had this discussion in the past. Okay, this is the same. This is the same. So I'm gonna save on this one because it's not clear, and we know that the game will oftentimes tell us that a thing is gonna happen, and then it doesn't happen. I think we all remember the fiasco with the Andromedon that was floating in the air. So the game is telling me if I put the grenade here, I'm gonna damage the priest, and I'm gonna destroy the billboard, which should then drop the other priest down to the ground. Whether or not that actually happens is the question. So if it doesn't do that, I reserve the right to reload. Out fucking standing. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Did we drop him in the fire? Like, that would be insult to injury. Are you on fire? I can't tell. It doesn't tell me. But that would be great. I would love for him to now be on fire. What is the best way to get Sereni some health? Okay. It's not ideal, but I'm gonna get him out of the flank that he's currently in, force this codex to reposition. The reason I'm gonna do that is because this may not work. Actually, you know what? Hold up. Typhoon? I think we take the coin flip. If he doesn't get the kill on the codex, then we'll figure out what to do with Sereni so he doesn't die. I mean, you say that, Sereni, but this is XCOM. It's entirely possible. Alright. Tribal, don't fail me now. Give me the coin flip. You know what? Chat, the advanced stock saved us. I forgot the experimental version has the advanced stock so that even when you miss, you get 2 damage. Out fucking standing. So Tribal, I'm disappointed because you missed, but I'm happy that you still got the kill. Okay, so with that, I think Sereni's good to just go ahead and use this med kit to get healed up. Hopefully he doesn't get flanked again, but if he does, I hope that he'll be able to survive it. Is there anywhere else that we can get that's... I mean, I guess technically we could get here. They'd have to put themselves in their own... Like, they would have to flank themselves to get a flank on Sereni from this position.
Yes.
So let's do that. And that'll put him in a oh. Run and gun action is available. I didn't realize that was a thing. Is that... Once per turn, after killing an enemy with your primary weapon, you can take an additional non-movement action. I forgot he had that. Holy shit. Tribal Typhoon. Tribal Typhoon. I mean, we gave you a coin flip and you failed. But you got another coin flip and you can't move, but you can shoot. So take the coin flip, dude. Maybe you get lucky. I mean, that destroyed the cover, which is gonna force him to move regardless. I'll take it. That's right. Burn, motherfucker. I was hoping that'd do 2 damage instead of 1, but it's whatever. I'm sorry? What happened? Game, you have to actually let me see what's happening.
I'm pinned down here.
Oh, he did land in the fire. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I'm pinned down here.
Are you do you guys just not have a fucking cooldown on your mind control? You can just use that shit every turn with 0 cooldown, huh?
I can't stop it.
That's what we in the business call bullshit.
Incoming over here.
Okay, the most dangerous man on the planet with a shotgun is currently mind control. And we desperately need to do something about that because he is gonna one-shot just about anybody he comes into contact with on our team. Unfortunately, the mind control guy is way the fuck back here. Alright, Serini. Things that you can do, my friend. You can get a flank shot on a bunch of these dudes. So, that's exactly what we're gonna do.
All right.
Now, I got a flamethrower. Unfortunately, it's kind of short range. So the question is, do I take the flank shot at this dude? No. We take the guaranteed kill on the priest. Fuck that guy. Get him off the field. Oh,
This will
good.
take
You
some
get your
time.
bullshit stasis. Awesome. Love to see it. Alright. Could move up tribal and take a shot at this guy. Maybe we get lucky and get the kill. Maybe. This gives us a flank on some... What? We have a flank on somebody from here. Who do we have a flank on from here? I'm genuinely confused. Alright, well, PW, you're out. You got one rocket left. Let's see if you can come in the clutch for a second time. I want that rocket right fucking there. I know that's where he is. Fuck you with a rake, asshole. Be the last fucking time you mind control anybody on my team. Alright. We're turning it around, Chet. We are turning this shit around. Alright, no carrying. You are in a real bad fucking spot, and I need to get you out of here. So... You are hurt. You are flanked. You are just all around having a real bad day, my friend. Who else do we got? We still got Tribal Typhoon. He can you know what? Let's take the chance. Let's move up. Let's see what this flank is that he has. Oh shit! I mean, this is one of those things where the bullshit angle is actually working in our favor this time around. I mean, this is gonna probably put him in stasis, but we're gonna have to do it eventually anyway. We got 64% chance to hit this guy, 50% on the other guy. I think we take the chance on the flank. If he's still burning by the time he comes out of stasis, the fire's gonna finish the job for us. Or he could get a dodge somehow. That's also a thing that could happen. I tell you what. I don't like a sectoid commander. I really don't. So, here's what's gonna happen.
Moving to fire position.
Kolowski, run and gun for me, buddy.
Got it covered.
Because we are about to put that scattergun to work. Give me a crit flank, please, sir, if you don't mind. 79% chance to crit. This is why you take close and personal. 100% chance to hit. 0% chance to graze. 79% crit chance. Do good work for me, Kolowski. My man. My man. Look at that. You love to see it. And with that, I was hoping we could get a flank on you again, but it doesn't look like we can. That's okay, I'll take the next best thing. If I put you here... Actually, you know what? Can we? Oh, no, we can't. Damn it. Serini, you're in the way. Alright, so what we do then... is I'm gonna put you right here.
Understood.
And then we're gonna do a little bit of heavy firepower. 70%? That's actually not that bad. You love to fucking see it.
Just getting started.
Alright. Again, we are turning this around, Chet. One fucking Alamau at a time. We are turning this around. Now, homeboy's already burning. Yeah, he's not burning anymore. I think stasis gets rid of the burning effect, unfortunately. But we desperately need to get Nokarian out of here before he gets himself got. So, is there a window? There is a window. I'm trying, like, I want to get him somewhere where it's going to be difficult for them to flank him, so I think we make a run for it up here.
Rolling out.
Just get him out of the shit. Get him as far away from the enemies as possible. Take that, psychic bitch. Fucking brain bitch over here. Get burned. Really? Again? This is why priests are annoying, Chad.
That was close.
Overwatch? Alright.
Okay, this is bad.
Really? Why?
Help! Help! Someone help!
What? Okay, sure. Why not? Sure. I mean, it doesn't even fucking matter anymore. What even are the rules? I don't think anybody knows. Alright, so... first things first, I'm the realist. This guy's gonna go on stasis. Not a whole lot to be done about that. I mean, he's already on fire, so technically I don't need to attack him. And even though you panicked, you're actually good at the moment. So here's what we do. I'm gonna move you up right here. That'll show us the other priest, so now I know where he is. Let's open up the door. And then we take the... God, I wish these fucking things would go away. Get another coin flip. Let's take the shot that we're potentially guaranteed to get the kill on. Assuming we hit. We don't hit.
Shot wide.
Typhoon. Travel Typhoon is not doing great today. He's not doing great today. Alright, so we're gonna take a risk. We are gonna take a risk. So what's gonna happen, this dude's gonna take burning damage. That burning damage is either gonna kill him or it's gonna put him in stasis. Either way, it makes him not an issue. But by moving up Kolowski right here, he should have a flanking shot on the priest that's right here who's already been in stasis, which guarantees us the kill. So let's do it. If the gate... XCOM.
I hope it's worth it.
Alright, there we go. Stop targeting these bullshit things that I don't care about. Alright, so we take the shot. That's a priest down. Again, the fire will put this asshole in stasis.
No rounds!
Yeah, Jugi Man, I mean, this is... I mean, I've played Battletech 2 as well, and this is one of those things just like... These types of games are about making the best out of a bad situation. Like, it looks bad, but as long as you stay calm, as long as you, like, keep perspective, you can often pull a victory from the jaws of defeat. You just... It's not easy, but it can be done. The main thing is to just not panic. Unlike my soldiers, like, you just don't panic. Just
Not a problem.
keep a level head, think it through, explore all your options. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to torch both of these guys. If I hit them with the grenade, I could potentially kill the one priest, destroy the cover, which then sets us up for a shot on the other priest, which, honestly, I'm okay with. Let's do it. Alright, you're gonna go on stasis. Or not. No, you are. Okay. Now, Serini... I mean, there's not a whole lot for you to do at the moment. Tell you what, let's do this. If I put you here, here... What do you got? You got a shot from here? You do. Outstanding. But is it a shot on the person that I actually want to shoot at, is the question. Or is it a shot on the dude in stasis, which I don't give a shit about. Okay, here's what we do.
No arguments here.
We take another risk. I'm gonna take this shot. Hopefully we get the kill, or at least put him in stasis. If not, that'll get us close. 8 to 11. We've only got like 25% chance to get the kill on this dude. If you say shit 3 times, it'll lower your panic. I mean, I'm not gonna do that. Now that you've said it. Sounds like cheat codes to me. Alright, there's a critical. Outstanding. So that's gonna put that fucking donkey into stasis. Now, even though we don't need to do it, what I'm gonna do is move up Serini and take a flanking shot on this donkey to put him in stasis as well.
Good.
Again, the fire's gonna do that job for us, but I would rather clinch that anyway and then not have to worry about it. So that basically puts the last 3 remaining enemies all on 1 health in stasis. I'm sorry, you fucking what? Alright, well there we go. Stasis ended. Now you're gonna get a bunch of bullshit free moves. I cannot believe that he didn't take the flank shot on Kolowski. Like, any opportunity they can find to try to mind control someone, it's really fucking annoying. There's only 3 of you, and there's 6 of us. You cannot disable every single person. Oh, guess what? You just killed yourself, dumbass. You just killed yourself. You're gonna burn to death. Nah, it's just one of the sit reps, Kirby. Well, you know what? I'm going to imagine my headcanon, Kolowski, having been through all this shit this entire mission and somehow not even getting a scratch on him. I could see him being very irritated by this priest basically just, like, doing him dirty like this and completely ignoring him. So, let's show him why that was a bad idea. He'd be like, oh, you're gonna fucking ignore me, are you? Well, guess what time it is, motherfucker? Time for EW to come down and say hello. You know, I probably should have meleeed this asshole, now that I think about it. It's not too late. It's not too late. Kinetic strike, bitch.
Twas never in doubt, huh?
I know Carrion's been having a bad time. I kind of want to let him get the kill, but I don't know if he can. I gotta try though, right? He might be able to get the angle from here. Let's try it. Let's try it. Can we? Oh.
Firing incendiary.
What a way to end it, chat. What a way to end it.
Transmitter is history. Good work, Commander.
Alright, well there we go. That could have got a whole lot fucking worse, chat. Based on the way that things were looking at the beginning, that could have gone a whole lot worse. I will take it. Let's debrief. Let's debrief. Alright, let's see. So, I hit 100% of my shots, but didn't really contribute much else. Only got 1 kill. Let's see. No, Carrion got all 4 of his shots. Again, only 1 kill. Most high damage. Moved the furthest in concealment. And dealt the most damage while wounded. What? Fire is MVP? Yeah, I mean, Fire was doing some work. Fire was doing some work. That's for sure. Let's see, we got Serini out here hitting 100% of their shots. Didn't get any kills, but, you know, did some good damage, got a lot of assists. Was apparently in the shit. I mean, he was out like, look. Serini may not be the MVP, but he fucking took one for the team. Like, I put him in a position where I knew he was gonna get flanked, and I knew he was probably gonna get shot. And not only did he survive, but he came out of it the other side to get the killing blow. So then let's see, we got Tribal Typhoon, Leaf on the Wind, ran the most Overwatches, and too old for this shit. Only hit 25% of his shots. Yeah, Tribal Typhoon was not having a great day today. But he picked up 2 kills in the process, in spite of only getting 1 hit. I mean, technically he was throwing grenades and stuff too, but you get the idea. Someone has to be the bait. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But in this case, he wasn't even the bait. He was out there saving other people's asses over. And let's see, we got Kolowski, again, hitting 100% of those shotgun shots. Getting 2 kills. Heavy hitter. Dealt the most critical hit damage. Yeah, I mean, anytime Kolowski's on the field, anytime somebody with a shotgun is on the field, they're pretty much going to be getting the most critical damage. And then, well, there you go. It's an old photo, but we keep it for posterity. This was before the mech trooper treatment. But EW, in spite of how things went, MVP, 6 kills, 48 damage, only 1 shot that you hit, but, you know, the explosives were not to be discounted. Dealt damage at close range, destroyed scenery, was a kill stealer, and both not bad, lowest ranked soldier who dealt more damage, and got the most kills relative to their rank. Yeah, those veteran stocks are great. Stocks are probably the best attachment in the game. Especially when you start getting to the high levels with the superior stock where you're guaranteed to get 3 damage no matter what. Like, stocks are great. There you go, chat. It's a successful mission. Not as smooth as it could have been. It's not as smooth as it could have been. But everybody's coming home. Mission accomplished, and everybody's coming home. Can't ask for more than that.
Advent City centers are but one organism. When criminals, such as XCOM,
Cannot ask
strike
for more than
against
that.
any single part,
Only a couple of promotions, but I guess that's to be expected. And moderate wounds. Serena's gonna be out for a little while, but again, he got shot in the back twice. I guess that's to be expected. And then, let's see, we got the Codex Brains, Advanced Hair Trigger, we got Shining Air, which we still haven't used this. Got some Priest Corpses and another Sectoid Corpse. So we can do the autopsy on the Priest. This might actually benefit our Psychic units.
Hello,
Well,
Commander.
our Psychic unit, because we've only got one. Oh, is it lagging a little bit? Let's see. I can double check performance. Apologies, chat. Again, it's gonna gripe a little bit.